The second week of public testimony in the House impeachment inquiry wrapped up today in Washington.
The House Intelligence Committee hearing from former White House advisor Fiona Hill and David Holmes, an embassy official in Ukraine. News 5's John Kosich is live in the newsroom. And John, the 2016 election still very much a topic of discussion.
Yes, Fiona Hill making it clear it was Russia, not Ukraine, that was behind the meddling in the 2016 election, and that Congress will be wise to remember it.
Some of you on this committee appear to believe that Russia and its security services did not conduct a campaign against our country, and that perhaps, somehow, for some reason, Ukraine did. This is a fictional narrative that has been perpetrated and propagated by the Russian security services themselves.
It was an accusation that didn't sit well with Republicans, with many like Ohio's Brad Wenstrup firing back.
That's Mr. Schiff's narrative. That's where you've heard it. We did a whole report on it. And we agree that Russia has done this since the Soviet Union, and they've actually gotten better at it.
If the House ultimately votes to impeach, the matter will go to the Senate for trial, with the senators serving as jurors. Senator Sherrod Brown telling me he will have an open mind in weighing the evidence, but he's already heard a lot.
There's no question when you hear Trump contributors, the guy yesterday gave $1 million, you hear Trump appointees and nominees for different jobs, they're all saying that the president did what Richard Nixon didn't even do. He solicited a bribe from a foreign country to help his campaign. And that's impeachable, period.
Senator Rob Portman telling me while the president's actions may have been wrong towards Ukraine, they were not impeachable. And he hasn't heard any testimony this week that changes his mind, ultimately believing it should be left to the voters.
We're going to be voting in Ohio for the presidential primaries in less than 3 months. We're into the presidential re-election already, and it seems to me we ought to empower the American people, the voters of Ohio, to make the decision.
As early voting for the March primary starts here in Ohio, February 19th. Senator Portman also pointing out that during an impeachment trial, which can last over a month, the trial is the sole focus of the Senate, so nothing else will get accomplished. Live in the newsroom, John Kosich, News 5.